anything that gets the juices flowing, like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will get the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Right on the money. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Fires to the tight end. The Horned Frogs get enough for the first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Such a great job on the defense, winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
That's caught. It's James. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So Texas's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Now adjusting. Rolling right and going deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Longhorns looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's complete! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Longhorns! Smokey the Cannon not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early. In front of this crowd, you know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that 2nd and 1.
Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the back. Past the 40. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Can they catch him? You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, first and goal. To the air, it's Manning. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Makes the catch. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Oh, he makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pulls it in. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. On the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And it's no good. He missed it. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. Makes the grab. It's Wingo. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. It's complete to the left, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Bringing the heat. With the catch, it's Baxter. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now
fires deep toward the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Manning. Lets it go to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a 3rd down and goal situation.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. The give on the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They give it to him again. Turning it on! They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Throwing on the run. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception.
Got room on the return. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Here's a heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Barnes. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Had to settle for the field goal. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He tries to take the top off. Pulls it in on the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
6-35. TCU 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete on the right side. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free. And this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it and keep possession.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals.
The Horned Frogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Manning. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. At the 45 on his way. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Hoover. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. This offense has it with really good field position. Running to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Under fire. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And he missed it. No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. And the defense got him at the 27.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field. They wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass...
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing...
Touchdown, Longhorns! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Snagged in the middle. It's James. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. The inside handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Sweet cut there. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Using the quick game. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Longhorns are in the red zone. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dropping back, it's Hoover. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches in a chance. To show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Curtis. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll try the right side. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Here's the handoff. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Got the quick completion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Seals. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll give it to the back. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. The Longhorns send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Got it set up on the outside. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Back to throw, it's Seals. Unleashes one deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! What a cannon this dude has for an arm.
And there's nothing more frustrating than watching Hail Mary and they don't get it to the end zone.